Okay, this is gonna be kind of a different, weekend video, kind of. Also, don't mind my hair. So, I'm just gonna tell you what's going on with my life, because I just feel like my channel is so, happy and lighthearted, and you guys just, don't know the truth behind what's, going on with me. So, I'm gonna tell you, and so, first of all, Tuesday, what happened Tuesday? So, on my friend's birthday, which was a while ago, but, my other friend and my other friend, they got matching friendship necklaces, and then I found one on my desk during, when I walked in, or during 6th hour, and, I just knew that she didn't want to be friends with me anymore, so I already broke down crying, because, I lost one friend, and, so, and then my other friend made rumors about my other friend, and that already wasn't good. So I just couldn't handle the drama, and I was just thinking, 7th grade is the absolute worst. Middle school is the worst. I hate middle school. And, I was just thinking about, a bunch of negative things in my head. This is the absolute worst. I hate this. I hate my life. I want myself. And I just don't want to, live anymore. And I just, and I was just thinking to myself, and that was already a really hard day. And I was also scared that I would lose my other friend, Kirana. And I was just thinking, so yeah, and then that day was the worst. And then Wednesday, this day was, oh my gosh. Okay, so during, I don't know what period, but it was whenever I had PE. We were doing a class, a voting on what, my lights are super messed up. But we were doing a class voting on what game, what PE game we wanted to do, because it was our student choice day. And I was sitting out because my legs were hurting really bad, so I couldn't vote while my vote didn't count while I was sitting out. And these two boys came up to me and they said that it was my fault that they didn't get the game that they wanted. So I broke down crying from that, because my life was already hard enough. I didn't need, and I actually felt like it was my fault. And I know that people are just gonna think, and I thought nobody cared about me. And I know that people are just gonna think that I'm a crybaby. So, I was already crying from that. And then, I can't remember what else. But yeah, I cried again that day. I just can't remember for what reason. And I think there was just a bunch of negative stuff going on. And then Thursday, oh my god, I really don't want to recap of this day. So basically what happened was during PE again, my best friend, my boy best friend, he got really hurt, and he was like crying, and he said that he couldn't walk. And I was just really worried about him, and I just really didn't want him to be like hurt. I didn't want to see him cry because I've known him since first grade, and he's just like, I really care about him, and I don't want to see him hurt or crying. And I thought that he like broke a bone, but so I was really worried about him. And these two boys, if you're watching this, then you know who you are. So these two boys came up to me, and they asked me why I was crying, and I said because he was hurt. And then luckily they said that he was okay, but I was still like worried that he still would be hurt. But yeah. And then my friend, like, I was getting a bunch of attention, which like I didn't want to happen. Like, I obviously didn't mean for it to happen. People just came up to me and started like surrounding me. And my other friend, she went off and said that that I was crying for attention, and that I was like fake crying, and I just wanted attention, and she didn't get a bunch of attention, and she was crying. And then the teachers made us like talk, and yeah, so that was the worst. So, and when they asked why she was crying, she said that it was because of me, and she thought that I didn't care about her just because I cared about Colin. Oh, I said the name, I'm sorry, but like, just because I cared about him, she thought that I didn't care about her. So she started crying, and she said that she didn't want to be my friend anymore. And that obviously really affected me, so I started crying again. And yeah, that was just like probably the worst day of this week. And then I'll get into more details maybe in a different video, but I just really don't want to recap that day. And then Thursday night, which was last night, I literally cried myself to sleep because I was thinking about just like all the bad things that could happen to my boy best friend, and I just didn't want those things to happen to him. Oh my god, I'm gonna start crying again. I just really didn't want those things to happen to him because like he's my best friend, and I don't want to see him hurt. I don't want to see him crying, and I just like, I just wish people knew how much I cared about him. So, and people think that I have a crush on him just because, like, I care about him. And I was just thinking, I don't know why, I was just thinking about all the bad things that could happen to him, and I just really didn't want those things to happen, because he's someone that I can talk to when he's someone that I can talk to when I'm sad, and I can trust him with telling him things, and it's just like, I just don't want anything bad to happen to him, because he's obviously, he's here to comfort me, and he's here for me. And, you know what, I'll get into detail after this. I'll get into detail maybe tomorrow, but I'll talk about that tomorrow. And then today, I was gonna have a talk with Colin, but he wasn't at school, and he wasn't at school, which is sad because I literally needed to talk to him. And then me and Kira stopped being, we're still friends, but we're not like best friends like we used to be. And it's just like, everything has been so hard for me, and I really hope you guys understand, because life has been hard, and I really hope that I don't have any more bad days, because I just don't know what's been going on with me. I've been crying every day, and I've never like cried like this every single day. I keep thinking that I'm gonna have good days, but it's just really like, it's really not been good. And people have noticed me crying, which is just like, it's so embarrassing, because I think that they're gonna think that I'm like a crybaby. And they're like, they expect me all to be happy all the time. It's just not that way. Because some people are sad. Some people are, oh, are you kidding me? As soon as I start talking about this, light turned blue. But people are sad, and boys just expect us to put on our happy faces and be happy all the time. But that's really not how it is. And there's someone that's mean in my class, and I just really wish that he would understand what's going on with my life. I mean, he's already like made me cry once, and I just really wish that he would realize that he's gone too far. Because like, he's made me want to like myself, and it's like, I just don't want to. You know what, I don't feel comfortable